The best Sony phone against the best Samsung. Awesome matchup, guys. Let's go right to it. So the Sony's brand new, but a lot of excitement for it. And the phone is extremely fast, great cameras, great specs. But of course, the Galaxy will be an extremely tough competitor for it. Both phones snap 245 and 6GB of RAM. And the Galaxy is the first one to boot up, with the Sony a few seconds behind. Alright guys, so great matchup, some intense music. And now we have the specs. The Sony screen is LCD while the Galaxy is AMOLED. And also the Sony's a higher resolution. On the front, the Sony is a higher MP camera. And on the back, both phones have dual camera setups. And as always, comparisons coming later in the video. The Galaxy has more storage options. And both phones have micro SD card support. And both phones have the same internals. The Xperia has a slightly larger battery. Both phones are waterproof. And they also have glass designs on the back. And the fingerprints are right there. Both phones are Type-C at the bottom. And the Galaxy does have a headphone jack, the Sony does not. Alright guys, so excellent specs, and now let's see if they perform. Alright guys, so everything's closed out. And first we have NBC, Sony, Spotify, Sony, YouTube. Once again guys, the Sony, eBay. And again, we got the Sony there. So the Sony off to obviously a really strong start here. And we got iFunny going to the Sony. Amazon shopping. Once again, the Sony there. It's pretty early guys, but so far the Sony off to, I think that one was the Samsung. But yeah, so far the Sony off to a very strong start. Okay, so the gaming I expect to be a bit closer. Temperanto. And I'm not sure guys, the Samsung is a few months old, so it may have slowed down a bit since then. But generally it's an extremely fast phone. And the Sony winning Temperanto. Asphalt 8. And Asphalt 8 going to the Samsung. Yep. Close out of that. Alright. Mario. And I think that was Sony. Asphalt 8. And I think the Sony by about a millisecond. So yeah, narrow edge for the Sony for gaming, but not a huge difference. Next up we will get AnTuTu. And this is extremely close, the Galaxy by a couple hundred there. Alright, so we're gonna run this later on the video, Geekbench. And next up we got Chrome. Alright guys, let's just go through and prep web history. IGN.com. Sony. IMDb.com. And extremely close there. Sony.com. Sony, Samsung.com, and of course the Samsung there, so web browsing pretty close. I think the Sony by 1 though. Underwater, no copyright. And now we have the speakers. So both these phones have excellent quality dual speakers. And first up we got the Sony. And Galaxy. And back to Sony. Galaxy. And my side mirror, Sony. Galaxy. So yeah guys, I think it's pretty close. Both of them excellent quality. And let me know in the comment section below which y'all prefer. And now we have the fingerprints. And I do like the placement on the Galaxy being a bit higher up. But the Sony's a bit faster. Alright guys, now we got multitasking. Both these phones, 6GB RAM with them. NBC. Spotify. YouTube. eBay, excellent. iFunny, great job there. And both these phones, really excellent job with the multitasking. I think you guys saw the Oppo multitasking. That definitely needs a lot of work with it. But both these doing incredible jobs here. Alright, let's see the gaming. Temple Run 2, excellent. Oops, didn't mean to press that. Asphalt 8. Sorry guys, one sec. Mario. Asphalt 8. AnTuTu. Great job there. And now we got Geekbench. So gonna run it real quick. Alright guys, so the benchmark is advanced for the Sony, but not a huge difference. And we got Chrome. So yeah guys, not much of a difference for the multitasking. And now we got the camera speed. So it looks a bit mixed, but maybe the Galaxy a tiny bit more often. And now we have a selfie camera test. And invoke the image stabilization. And now we have a selfie camera test. And invoke the image stabilization. And now we have a test of the rear cameras. And invoke the stabilization. And now evoke the maximum zoom. Alright guys, so let me know in the comment section below what you think won. And I would say in terms of speed, a narrow edge for the Sony. But the cameras and the speakers are pretty close. And guys, I do have a lot more tests coming, a lot more comparisons between these two. And that includes battery tests and more. So as always guys, thanks for watching, subscribe for more. And I'll see you next video.